My friends, welcome back to my channel, my math channel. This is your coach, Mr. Magno. We're looking at Module 5, Lesson 19. Now, I want you to know that Lesson 16, 17, 18, and 19, they have a lot of information. You need to review them because today's lesson is going to be somewhat short. Why? Because we have been finding the attributes of shapes. Today, we're going to find the attributes of this shape called a kite. So we're going to look at it. First of all, the first thing you need to notice, these are the attributes. I'm going to write attributes. Okay. The first thing you notice here is that it's a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral. Okay. Can it be a parallelogram? Does it have pairs of parallel lines? I don't think so. So it's not a parallelogram. Okay, what else do we notice? Well, here are the most important attributes of a kite. Let me point them out to you. The most important ones are this. It has this, let me label the segments. It's going to be a lot easier if I label it. So this is going to be, you can label it however you want, but this helps a lot. So this is segment A and B, and this is segment B and C, and this is segment C and let me move that out of the way so it's easier to see. Get out of my way. Sorry. I just like to have fun with that. Okay, so now we know that this is C and D segment. This is the D. Well, let me write it here. It looks better. Okay, so now we have segment A, B, segment B, C, and segment C, D, and segment A, D. Okay, now with that information, we know that the segment AB is similar to segment BC. They are both the same. So these two lines that are consecutive to each other, we say they're adjacent to each other. Adjacent means that they are next to each other and they have the same length. So that is one set. The other set is that the segment AD and the segment CD have the same length. So these also are adjacent to each other, which means next to each other or consecutive to each other. That's one of the most important attributes for this particular 2D shape called the kite. So now let's write the information here. So it has two sets. Okay, let's call it two pairs or sets. That's fine. Of equal length sides that are adjacent. Let me see. Let me write this down. Adjacent to each other. And let me just so you know, I'm going to type what adjacent means. Adjacent means, let me write it for you. So you understand adjacent, adjacent means next to each other. Okay, and I'm going to move that information here so you understand what adjacent means. So notice that it has two sets of two pairs of equal length sides that are adjacent to each other. Here is one pair. These two are adjacent to each other and they have the same length. And these two also are another pair of lines that have equal length and they are adjacent to each other. Now, there are other classifications that we can also conclude about this particular shape. So we can also, so it's a quadrilateral. Again, let's just review a couple of the attributes. Does it have four sides? Yes, it's a quadrilateral. Does it have four angles? Yes, it has four angles. So that's obvious. So if are the angles or the same? Let's see. So this is angle. Let's check the angles here. So this is, it looks like this is, is that an obtuse angle? I think it is. Or is it a um, right angle? It doesn't look like it's a right angle. This one too, and this one too, and looks more like a an acute angle. That looks like an obtuse, and these two look like, let's see, they look obtuse as well. So those are the angles. So remember, all the angles have to equal 360 degrees. Classifications. Can a kite be a square? No, I don't think so. Can a square be a kite? Yes. Okay, so let's write a couple of conclusions here. Let me get back to my text box, and I'm going to write over here. These are no, I don't want the same one. I want a different one. There you go. So these are our conclusions, so my friend, conclusions. All right, so the kite. Can a kite be a square? No, a kite cannot be a square. All right, let's see. Can a square be a kite? Yes, a square can be a kite. Okay, question now. Can a kite be a rhombus? What do you think? I think so. A kite can be no, cannot be a rhombus because a rhombus has all equal sides. Like a kite cannot be a rhombus. I like that word, rhombus. Okay. Now, can a rhombus be a kite? Yes, a rhombus can be a kite. Okay? And are you're gonna ask yourself, where is Mr. Magno getting all these ideas about about whether the kite is a square and the square is a kite is not a kite? Well, if you look on your on your if you look on your learn practice book, you're going to see this template. Okay, you're gonna see the template, and actually let me show you the color one. And with this color one, you can decide whether things are or not the same thing. For example, if you look at this, see the kite is, so the square and the rhombus are inside the kite, which means that the square and the rhombus can be a kite. But a kite cannot be a rhombus or a square because they both have equal sides, and the kite doesn't. That's where I get the information. Make sure you review this right here because everything that I've been writing, all the conclusions for lessons 16, 17, 18, 19 come from this shape. It's a little confusing, but it's not too bad to understand it. Okay, my friends, we're going to sign out today, and I hope this helps you learn more about geometry and review the attributes of all of the shapes that we have learned so far. Signing out, your coach, Mr. Magno. Yes, you have a wonderful day.